Hello everybody and welcome, my name is GaaraOfBentonYGO, and today here on this exciting Yu-Gi-Oh video, we are going to be going over a pure incantation deck profile. And if you guys are excited, intrigued, whatever emotions you have about this, that this deck can finally be played in a pure fashion, not as just like standard ritual support, then make sure to smash the like button, subscribe if you guys are new, and tomorrow I will have some YGO replays of how this deck works and how to play the deck, so make sure to check that out. There will be a card here if you see this video after that video gets released. But without further ado, let's get into the deck profile. So, starting off, we are playing 3 Manju of the 10,000 hands. This is the best generic ritual support card that there is. You normal summon it and you get to search either a ritual spell or a ritual monster. And so it's super, super good, and always got to play 3 of it. No matter what ritual deck you're playing, whether it's Chaos Max, Necros, Incantations, whatever it is, you need to play these. Need to play 3 Manjus. Next, moving on to the incantations, we're playing 3 Kandal, each of the incantations, what they do is you can reveal 1 ritual something in your hand. So in this case, with Kandal, you reveal 1 ritual spell card in your hand, special summon both this card and 1 incantation from your deck onto the field, and then each incantation has a different when it's special summoned from the deck effect. When Kandal is special summoned from the deck, then you can add 1 ritual spell from your deck to your hand, and you can only use 1 effect of Kandal once per turn. Kind of restrictive. This deck is more of a fun deck when you're playing it in its pure variation. But then we're also playing 3 Talismandra. Talismandra is the same thing, but for ritual monsters. So it's pretty cool. And then we're playing 2 Bookstone, which Bookstone, what it does is when it is special summoned from the deck, target 1 ritual spell in your graveyard and add it to your hand, which is kind of good once you start getting late game. You don't really want to open it, so that's why I'm only playing 2. And then we're playing 1 Pencil Plume, which is the same, but adding ritual monsters. Just we wanted another name in the deck, which is really cool. I think this ratio is correct. You play 3 of the really good ones that search, and then 2 that add back your ritual spells, because you are playing a little more rituals than you are just the incantation rituals, because there's only 2 of them. You're playing some more Toolbox ritual cards, but that's it for the incantation normal monsters. Moving on to the rituals incantations, we're playing 2 of the new incantation, and this is what makes the deck being able to be played in a pure variant rather than just the kind of generic ritual support. And so basically what his effect is, during the main phase, quick effect, you can reveal this card in your hand, discard 1 card, then special summon Incantation Monsters from your graveyard whose total levels equal 10, but shuffle them into the deck. During the end phase, you can only use this effect of the Incantation Originator once per turn, and then once per turn, non-ritual incantation monsters you control gain 2,000 attack, but their effects are negated. Which that effects are negated part is what makes this deck kind of interesting, because then, this is on the field once per turn, then you can make it you can start doing extra deck plays, which is really awesome. Sorry, I misread the card. That effect is not once per turn. It's just while this card is on the field, incantation monsters are negated. Their effects are negated, which lets you special summon from the extra deck, which is really cool. And then we're playing the 1 Chalice Slime, which Chalice Slime, what it does is you can reveal this card in your hand, discard 1 card, and if you do special summon 1 incantation monster from your deck. Also during the end phase, you lose 2,500 life points if you do not special summon a ritual monster this turn after you resolve the effect. And then his on-field effect is that you can send 1 incantation card from your hand or field face up on the field to the graveyard, then target 1 monster your opponent controls. Destroy it. You can only use 1 Incantation Chalice Slime effect per turn, and only once that turn. These are the Incantation monsters. The ritual monsters we're playing get the big beater guy, the 3000 attack, and the 2500 attack point one. With the creator's effect, it can work out to where you can then go into like Boral Sword and do some other kind of cool plays with that. Now, moving on to our generic kind of ritual monsters. You guys can play whatever ritual monsters you really want, but this is what I found is kind of good for our toolbox of cards. We're playing one Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragon, and then one Necros of Unicorp to negate on-field effects, one Shino Baroness Peacock for kind of back row removal, one Shino Baron Peacock for monster removal, and then one Litmus Doom Swordsman for kind of just the more attack power and kind of just have a little bit of a defense. We are playing some continuous trap cards, so this card is pretty decent. If you guys don't know what Litmus Doom Swordsman does, is it is unaffected by trap cards. It cannot be destroyed by battle. Gains 3000 attack and defense while a trap is on the field. If this ritual summon card in its owner's control is destroyed by your opponent's card, you can target one trap, either graveyard, set it to your spell and trap zone. That will kind of help a little bit. You'll see what we use for that when we get to the trap cards. Next, for our last monster, we're playing a lot of light and dark monsters. So we're playing the one BLS just for a little bit of attack power and disruption. Not necessary for the deck, but it is kind of good. Now moving on to our spell cards, we're playing 3 of the Incantation Field spell. What this does is when this card is activated, you can reveal one Incantation monster in your hand, special summon 2 monsters with that monster's name from the deck, then shuffle the revealed monsters into the deck. Shuffle the revealed monster into the deck. Once per turn, if a ritual monster is special summoned to your field, except during the damage step, you can target one card on the field, destroy it. You can only activate one incantation, one of this card per turn. And since it's really good and helps you like special summon out more monsters, we're playing also 2 terraforming to go with the field spell. And then we're playing 3 of the Incantation Ritual spell. This ritual spell lets you special summon any ritual monster with it, as long as that ritual monster doesn't require a certain ritual spell to summon it. So this is very, very generic, really good to work with the incantations. And then to also search our spell and our ritual monsters, we're playing 3 Preparation of Rites. This adds back the ritual spell from your graveyard. And then you can also, you add 1 level 7 or lower ritual monster from your deck to your hand, and then you can add back 1 ritual spell card from your graveyard. It helps you recur your resources and search for things and get things in your hand for your Incantation monsters. And we are playing a bunch of darks, so for some draw power, we're playing 3 Allure of Darkness. And then moving on to our trap cards, we're playing 2 Urgent Ritual Arts to give us more ritual summoning. Basically what you do is, if you control no ritual monsters, banish 1 ritual spell from your hand or graveyard. This card's effect becomes that card's effect that ritual summons a monster when this card is activated. So basically, you activate it, you banish Celebration from your graveyard, and then you ritual summon a monster. Pretty good. And then we're playing 2 Renewal of the Worlds. What this does, this is super interesting, and I learned this from one of the Necros deck profiles that I watched, is when this card is activated, banish 1 ritual monster from your deck. You can send this card to the graveyard to activate 1 of 2 effects. The first one is tribute 1 monster from your hand or field, or shuffle 1 ritual monster from your graveyard back to the deck whose level equals or exceeds the level of the monster banished by this card's effect, then ritual summon that monster. And then also the second effect is add the monster banished by this card's effect to your hand. You can only use 1 Renewal of the World effect per turn, and only once that turn. So playing 2 of these, more ritual support. And then last but not least, we're playing 3 Crackdown to kind of go with the Litmus Doom swordsman, and then also this helps you get some more fodder to make Boral Sword and stuff once you negate your incantations effect. I'm testing this card instead of playing some hand traps. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. But that's it for the main deck. It's like 42 card main deck. And then moving on to the extra deck, we're going to go by this kind of fast because it's kind of just more toolbox cards. Playing one Tornado Dragon and one number 50 Black Ship of Corn. Number 50 is for if your game goes into time. I mean, I don't expect it to, but if your game does go into time in locals, Black Ship of Corn is there to help you. And then one Hit Potion again to help with the light monsters and give you some more zones. And then we're playing one Phoenix, one Cerberus, and two Unicorns to help with just some spot removal and help get rid of some problematic cards. And then other generic extra deck monsters, we're playing one Bomber Dragon, one Trisbania, one Boral Sword, and one Borreload, just to kind of help. Borreload, Boral Sword helps out problematic things and OTK your opponent, and then Bomber Dragon's just a pretty good card, so there is that. And then for our cherries targets, because we're going to side deck cherries, we have one Redoer, one Sunlight Wolf, one Nova, and one Electromite. Redoer probably should be Colossus, but it is, or Saryuja, but it is what it is. But yeah, guys, that is it for this video. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to subscribe and smash that like button and comment down below what you guys think about this deck profile. How can I improve it? And that's going to be it. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.